Oh, I meant OBS. Sorry. Now we're going live.
Oh, okay, okay.
Now we're going
All right.
live. Says we're live now, which should be good. All right, let me check.
Okay, well, I can't check because I'm getting a Nintendo Switch ad.
I'm getting an ad for paper plates. You have the cool ad.
Oh my Christ!
You have the cool ad, I'm afraid. But well, we're live
It's
now.
it's also the new Animal Crossing game, so yeah, my ad is considerably cooler.
Yeah. Wait, they've made another Animal Crossing game?
No. I'm pretty. I don't think so. I'm pretty sure it's an ad for the Switch for Animal Crossing New Horizons.
Okay. All right. Well, we're live now. And welcome everyone to the latest live stream regarding Will of Iron, where I, Ace, and Xerius here are going to be going through part 3 of this comic. Well, by part 3, I mean issue 6 we're starting out with.
Yep.
All right, so, ready to get into it?
Yeah. Before we properly get into it, because we don't have a third voice here, um, if that's okay, I've brought up my voice changer software. Luckily enough, it has two voices that are quite fitting for the comic, which is lucky because you get free voices, which is randomized every day, which is so nice.
Mm.
So yeah, I was wondering if that would be okay if I could use that.
Go ahead.
All right, cool. Anyone in the chat yet? Doesn't look like it.
Yeah, well, apparently the chat disconnected from me, so I'm going to have to wait for that real quick.
I reloaded the page and now I'm getting some weird ass ad. I have no idea.
Yeah, I had to turn off ad blocker or turn on ad blocker with this just because of how bad some of the ads were.
Oh man, my freaking. I'm just freaking burping today for no reason.
Yeah. Anyway, so all right, you got your voice changer ready?
Crap. Yeah, 1 second. I accidentally closed the freaking tab for the comic. All right, here we are. Scroll. There we go.
Red
Something
Soldier
doesn't
says,
feel.
so what's this? We're going to be live streaming a reading of Will of Iron, which is a Warhammer 40k comic.
Indeed. I think it's a good thing Asmogon isn't here because this is the issue where we get the slightly aggravating Inquisitor in armor scene.
Yep. Well, we already got that at the end of the last one, but it gets worse here.
Yeah, but yeah, it gets worse here. I'm currently trying to figure out how the hell. I know there's another way to set up the viewing on the page, like with what you have right now. It's viewing one page.
Well, yeah, I can set
Wait,
it to 2 pages
yep.
if I wanted.
I think. And it's zoomed in to all hell. All right, how do I unzoom?
Or have you set it to high quality or something?
I have set it to high quality.
Setting it to low quality is a lot better because it sounds weird, but basically the high quality, the site doesn't seem to be really good for higher resolution images.
I see.
Karima Kaj says hi. Iron Within. Trooper Geo says yo. Red Soldier says sounds fun. I can't afford Warhammer 40k in my country, so very nice.
I mean, most normal people can't afford Warhammer, so you're not alone there.
Yeah, that is true.
Well, can't afford Warhammer officially. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Yeah, they'd probably be a lot more mainstream if their models didn't cost an arm and a leg.
A little bit. But of course, they're starting to go mainstream now anyway, which is fun. I miss Warhammer.
Trooper Geo says, another issue following the worst Space Marine chapter. Let's get into it then.
Hey!
Commissar Azar says, Disco recast. Aiden in the Cincy says, Norm Queen said that Terminator armor originally was used by regular humans and are kinda mechas. Older ones needed retrofitting to be used by Astartes. Is that true?
Well, yes and no. It's a weird one. Like yes, it was originally meant for humans. Oh man, I'm trying to remember this because this was a while ago. I freaking read about this. Yeah, I think yes, Terminator armor was originally like the first parts of the very first ancient suits of armor before the Imperium. Those were meant for humans, yeah. But the official suits, like the first one, the Saturnine Terminator armor, that first model make of Terminator armor was made for Astartes and not humans. So it kind of depends on where you're looking, because if you're looking way back to the very first form of Terminator armor, yes, for humans. But if we're talking the proper advanced sci-fi kind of one, then it would be yes for Astartes. It's a weird one. It's a weird thing.
But even then, it would have required a lot of implants from the human, presumably, to even work.
I mean, before the freaking Great Crusade, apparently humans were very rarely humans were able to freaking pilot mini dreadnoughts, which I personally doubt. But hey, this was the Imperium before 40k, so it's not too far-fetched.
So, you're all ready to go there, Xerius?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. All right, let's go ahead and jump right in, shall we? To get through the alternate covers here.
Checking the chat real quick. Trooper Geo. I mean, Xerius here's where me and you differ both from our favorite chapters of the Blood Angels, but we both have different opinions on Dark Angels. I am neutral on Dark Angels. They're all right. James Knighton, is this the Inquisition female thing? Yes, it is. Be ready. Be ready for that. That will be fun.
All right, so we are on the first page, which is page number 5.
I'm on page 6, where it actually begins.
Wait. It's got me set to... For me, it says page...
Well,
For me, it says page 5. I don't know why, but...
I think I'm on page 6. It's not showing anywhere where the number is. Let's try and zoom in. Okay, apparently clicking on the image makes you turn a page.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we are on page 5.
Okay. All right. So who wants? Do you want to do the voice first, or shall I? I don't even know who's talking here.
I also don't know who's talking. It's either the Inquisitor or the Dark Angel, one of the Dark Angels guys, or it's the Psyker. I have no idea. Well, either way, that's a lot of reading.
I guess I
okay.
can do it.
Zoom out. There we go. Sorry, I'm just messing around with the page proportions and stuff. Trying to get comfortable. Hold on, what? Trooper Geo. Also, GW is no longer making the Blood Angel Attacker Squad. I'm so depressed. What?
Wow.
Hold on. Sorry. I have to look at. I have to see if this is true.
Curtis Davies says, so we are reading a 40k comic? That's the idea, yeah.
I have to see if this is true because the Blood Angels Tactical Squad is probably my favorite tactical squad kit, I suppose.
So apparently this has been a thing since August, from what I'm seeing.
Things randomly disappearing off the website. Yeah, well, I mean, the frickin' Plague Marines are in the new releases tab for some reason. And I'm pretty sure that those are the same Plague Marines from last when they last did Plague Marines. So basically repackaged it but threw it into new releases. Which is dumb.
Agreed.
But then again, it's Games Workshop.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I am not seeing the Tactical Squad in here anywhere. Blood Angels Tactical Squad. So either they have removed it, or they've temporarily taken it offline to repackage it.
Maybe, but they've had it offline since August, apparently, like I said.
That can't be right. Huh. That can't be right. I saw the Blood Angels Tactical Squad online not that long ago. Huh. Weird.
Agreed. Alright.
Right, we should probably actually get started before more ramblings come on.
Alright, I guess I'll start. Long ago... Huh? Alright.
No, nothing. I'm just swallowing water.
Long ago, in the distant age before the coming of man, when time itself was still young, and the universe had not yet grown weary, the Eldar looked out, and knew that they were masters of all they surveyed.
Big whoop.
Yep.
Space elves.
For millennia they ruled, and their empire was great and benevolent, and spanned 1,000 worlds. And yet, in time, they grew complacent, and that complacency gave way to a taste for decadence and hedonism. As the cult of pleasure took root, some amongst the Eldar fled, spreading corruption, taking to the stars and great craft worlds, seeking order and control and a return to the ways of old. Yet it was already too late, for the agony and ecstasy of those who had fallen had been heard in the Imperium. And a necessity began to form, a god of excess, born from the hubris of the Eldar themselves. Soon, the maw of this god would open, hungry for the souls of those who had given it life.
We all know who that is, ladies and gentlemen.
Agreed. And all but
The best god there is.
And all but a scattered handful would be consumed.
Right, now that the Aldar's backstory is out of the way, we can get to the comic.
Mm-hmm. The Pandora
Back in
Circle.
Space Elves. The Pandora. Wait, were they on a Space Hulk? Wait a minute.
Yeah, something weird's gone on.
Hold on. Something's not right here. Let me go check issue 5. I'm pretty sure something else was going on. Yeah, for God's sake. Okay, wait, no, okay, so with a yep, okay, never mind, yeah, okay. Okay, so when we last left off, it was confirmed that good old Boltus here did survive, and I don't know, he's kind of just here. Also, wow, that is some beautiful gore.
I agree, that is.
You can even see the boot print in what in okay, well, you can even see the boot print impression in the Space Marines freaking all that, which is nice. Okay, I am getting notifications from someone's Discord.
Alright, well, anyways, so let's, I'll go ahead and...
I think you were voicing him last time.
I'm pretty
It's
sure
been
I
a
was,
while.
yeah.
I can't remember much.
Yeah, I was voicing Baltus. Athril, can you hear me?
Oh, that's a big dude.
That is true, yep.
Wait, how big is he? He is large, but okay. Well, never mind.
So big that that Baltus here kneeling goes up to his knee. So that is pretty big. But now we're moving on to a new planet, specifically Quintus.
Yes, good old Quintus.
Now, who was voicing the Inquisitor?
That was good old me.
All right.
I wonder if I even have a freaking... No, I don't think I have any kind of voice mod that'll make me sound actually feminine, so I'm gonna have to try and go with good old natural vocals. Also, artillery. Delicious.
Agreed.
Right. Evasive action, now! Get us down! I don't think that's the correct pitch, but at the same time, I don't really care.
It works.
Also, is that a thunderbolt? I believe this is a thunderbolt. Oh, I don't know.
I don't think so, but
It looks like a thunderbolt mixed with a Valkyrie.
yeah, it's a weird one, that one. Alright, so I think you're up for some more, though.
Anyway. Yep. Status report.
Feeling decidedly queasy. Hull integrity at 86%.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where the hell that's coming from. If it's the frickin' cogitator or the old man.
I'm gonna go with cogitator.
No. Okay. Yeah, it's the cogitator. You can see it's not connected to the old man, which is in the frame. Oh, excuse me. Oh, there we go. Wow. Freaking burps today. Jesus. Fetch.
Sensors indicate a large force of cultists are waiting for us on the other side of that door.
Then soon they shall be a smaller force of cultists. Prepare yourselves.
I think you skipped a page.
I hate it.
Or are you talking about her charging here?
I don't like that.
Agreed.
Dragonis, Wolflord, cringe, the Inquisition. Yes, yep. Oh mein God. Okay, so for those of you watching, who can tell me how fast you can move in Terminator armor? Anyone in chat? Anyone at all?
Not very.
I'll tell you this. They cannot run like that. Not even if the Terminator armor is designed specifically for a regular-sized person, which has happened in other places in the lore, which I found out the other day. But pretty much only Anastartes. Oh my God. Like, you have to be the most professional, efficient, most experienced Space Marine when it comes to Terminator armor to be able to run. Even then, can't run that fast or even that far. And yet, here's this chick, full on charging, full speed, like it's nothing.
Yeah.
I hate this.
You ever play the Space Hulk Deathwing FPS game?
Yes, and I mildly enjoy it.
Agreed. Even then, those Astartes aren't moving like this.
Exactly. And they can only sprint for a small amount of time. And yet, here's this female Inquisitor, not even a male, which would be factually stronger, but a female controlling Terminator armor, running like it's freaking nothing.
With no implants.
Dragonis will floor it. By the way, usually no Terminator armor for humans because it's too heavy to move without modifications. Yes. However, some very rare occasions, an Inquisitor might and this is minute. This is like 1 in a million, well, 1 in a trillion, that the Inquisitor might have custom Terminator armor. So yeah, usually no Terminator armor for humans, but there is one Inquisitor that I know. There are at least 2 Inquisitors that I know of that have had human-form Terminator armor. And no, this chick does not include those 2 because this is dumb. Like like look at this. She's going in there freaking solo with kind of a bit of backup fire from a las gun and whatever other. The other Inquisitor, one of the other Inquisitors who had Terminator armor, he needed a whole cohort to basically protect him because he was slow. You know, big, bulky, and slow. And so he my god, I am not very well spoken. This is where Asmogon comes in.
I know.
So the Inquisitor, his profession was ranged and slow. He also had a little shield that he could pop up. And that made sense. You know, he wasn't charging head first like this chick, because this right here is unrealistic. The other Inquisitor, he was pretty much standing back with his cohort protecting him because big, heavy, bulky armor.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'm getting my point across or not.
You are. In fact, you got the point across so well that they even mentioned it in the comics, in this particular panel, or in this particular page, because one of the guys I'm voicing has to say next, "Whoever thought this was a good idea?" Which seems like a bit of a cell phone at this point.
Self-awareness is never good awareness in situations such as this.
Alright, so let's go ahead and go to the next page.
Dragonus Wolflord. Yes. The other Inquisitor I was referring to was also a Lord Inquisitor. I don't remember which series of novels he is in, but he was in a decent novel series, and yeah, he was a Lord Inquisitor. I don't even know if he was the same Lord Inquisitor. Oh my goodness.
So I got a comment from someone saying, "Hey, what's up with Arch Warhammer? Why do you love him?"
Yeah, ignore him. You can tell that this guy isn't serious at all just by the name alone. Just ignore him. Not worth the time.
Yeah. I mean, Arch does do pretty decent in-depth stuff when it comes to the Siege of Rex and all that, but
yeah, I'm kind of sad that his channel is hacked right now, because I was somewhat enjoying the War for Badab series. So, thanks, Mr. Hacker Jackass.
Alright, so we're on the next page, and more lines for you there.
What the hell is currently shooting? Okay, did that chick in the frickin' skin suit have a grenade launcher or something? What the hell is tearing those trees apart? It's not the las gun. The las gun won't be that powerful.
Yeah, I don't know what they're shooting.
Okay, minor detail, not important.
Yeah.
Need I remind you that I can still hear you, Fitch?
Ugh! Throne in the trees. They've got abhumans.
Ooh, Ogrins.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, those are some massive Ogrins.
Agreed.
Like even for Ogren standards, those dudes are huge. Maybe it's because warp taint, but still, that is pretty large.
Alright, so we're on to the next page.
Yeah, boy. Ah, this is where the voice changer comes in.
Let's see. The guy in the first panel, is that Boltus?
Yep.
Alright.
He's got the beaky. He's got the beaky.
What? Athril?
My brother.
But you?
No matter.
You
All right,
said...
I'm gonna do.
Oh, sorry.
I want to do the. I almost called him a librarian. Oh my god.
Oh!
Oh my god. Oh my. No. Why? Nuh-uh. My
Blame
brain. I hate myself for what just happened there.
Just blame the Marnius Calgar comic and move on.
Yes. Okay. All right, Chaplain. Voice changer. Voice changer. Mm-hmm.
You see it too, brother. The alteration.
I was with Athril. He had fallen. There was something in the darkness.
The order of things here is distorted. Time has fractured owing to the Malgin influence of the warp. The sequence of events is unraveling, disordered. Be mindful, Baltus. What has not yet occurred has still occurred. Something diabolic awaits us here at Pansrora.
Alright, so it looks like it's the... It looks like it's... You want to do this voice too?
Nah, I'll pause.
I'm not sure how good my Chaos voice is, so,
Well, an alternative is I could use the same voice changer for the Chaplain, and I can use it for the Chaos dude, and just sound a bit more chaos.
I guess I can give it a shot. I am the darkness. I am the light. And you? You are nothing but mutts in the eyes of gods.
Okay, so he is a regular-sized Terminator. Cool. It was just the wacky proportions from one of the shots earlier that confused me somewhat. Hello, big panel.
Alright, well... I guess I'll do more narration. The age of the Eldar had ended. The remnants of the race were scattered amongst the stars. Those who had survived devised means by which they might protect their souls from she who hungers. They wore spirit stones designed to capture their souls at the point of death, to forever store it in a spirit matrix, and therefore cheat the obscene god of its prize. But then came... I'm not sure which thing I should go for next. I guess I'll go for the bottom one. For millennia, the craft worlds wandered the universe. Let me. Actually, I'll have to zoom in a little bit. For millennia, the craft worlds wandered the universe, persevering, aware of the great shame of their race, the burden they had placed upon the universe. But then came man, and with him the great conflict that defined his race. Man fed the gods with his hubris, making them strong. And as the seed of chaos spread, even the great craft worlds of the Eldar were not safe from its accursed reach. The Minare was lost, dashed upon the planet Quintus, in the roaring wake of the warp storm that ravaged the Califrax cluster. Its dead littered the ground, their spirit stones trapped behind the veil of the warp, where neither she who hungers nor their kin could reach them. Until now.
Okay, so this full page art, love it.
Mm-hmm.
Nicely detailed, pretty nice, lovely. I like the top right with the Horus Heresy scene. However, one of those helmets looks kind of Primaris-y.
I take it you're talking about the top right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this comic did come out before Primaris even existed, but this is how much Primaris have made an impact on people's minds. That I see that Maximus helmet as a Primaris helmet, and it makes me hate Primaris even more.
Which is
And-
worse
and
for
no-
Which is worse for Warhammer 40k in your opinion, Primaris or the Marnius Calgar comics?
Well, oh, that's a tough one. Normally, I would say Primaris. Well, okay, well, you see, the Calgar comic doesn't influence pretty much the entirety of Warhammer. Primaris, on the other hand, influences the lore and the continuing story pretty much wholeheartedly.
That is a bit of a problem.
So with that
yeah.
logic, I would have to say Primaris.
That is, of course, until GW Games Workshop decides we're going to go ahead and make the Marnius Calgar stuff completely canon. But as bad as it's been,
You see.
I'll admit, I do actually kind of lean the same way you do on this. I do think Primaris is worse overall. On the other hand, Marnius Calgar is only about halfway through.
Yeah.
I can't wait till they.
Yeah.
I can't wait till they pull out that big reveal that it turns out that Kid Marnius was really alive all this time and turned to chaos or something like that.
That is definitely going to happen, and I'm going to hate it. Yeah, I kind of half recoiled when you mentioned making Marnius Calgar the comic canon, because in recent times it seems that canonicity and Warhammer seems to be becoming a bit more of a thin, well, a blurred line.
Yeah, and if the Marnius Calgar comic and the worst part is, if Marnius Calgar becomes canon, then how long until those kids' books become canon?
This is kind of the problem with Black Library and other Warhammer visual media in general, is They use the excuse that nothing is supposedly canon, but I haven't. Well, I haven't seen it being mentioned in recent times. I read someone mentioning that most of the things made by Black Library isn't particularly canon. Is when, yeah, like 20 years ago when what's his name said something about canonicity. I cannot remember.
Yeah, let's go ahead and I guess we are getting a little bit off track, so I guess we could probably move on.
Yeah, little bit of a ramble.
Yeah. All right, so you want to do this voice?
You can do this one. I'll do the next one.
Come, there is much to be done.
Okay, voice changer, what are you doing? Apologies. Technical issues.
Seminary stirs. The spirits of the dead demand it.
Okay, that is impressive. I will say that.
Yeah, I will admit I kind of went ahead a little bit, just to kind of test out some of these voices, and I found this voice changer simply called Ghost, and I played around a little bit with the Aldar scenes, and it fit a bit too well for Aldar Harlequins.
Agreed. It's here.
Island User says Kelgar will be somewhat ignored. The Primaris figures are here to stay. Yeah, that is kind of the problem, isn't it?
Yeah.
Kelgar can easily be ignored. Primaris, on the other hand, no. Unfortunately not, because reasons.
All right, so next up, it's here.
Oh my god. So many cuts.
Uh-huh.
Okay, well, there doesn't seem to be any speaky speaks here, but still aggravating visuals of this chick in Terminator armor flinging around a weapon, which I forget the name of, like it's nothing. I hate this.
All right. All right, so I guess I'm up next.
Yeah, I'll go for it.
Elias, Nadal, or Nadal, on me. Back to the foul warp hole you back to the foul warp hole you crawled from. Elias, Nadal. Roar!
Bloody hell, those poor dudes got torn to pieces. Also, very lovely gore as usual.
Mm-hmm.
Watching a demon be shot by a bolter has never been so satisfying. Oh.
What?
Oh, that's not right.
What?
So, okay, so you see you see him kill the demon.
Mm-hmm.
But its corpse is still there. No, that's not how demons work. No. 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 Oh. Okay, so when demons die, their in body and existence gets teleported back to the immaterium.
Mm-hmm.
Here, however, we can see that the corpse stays. That is not correct. I am mildly aggravated.
Agreed.
Anger. But aside from that, very nice visuals.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so. Beware, brothers. This foul place will play tricks on your mind. Moments ago, I was elsewhere.
They are no tricks, Elias. Time here is shattered. 'Cause no begets effect.
That which we hunt, it knows we are here. Know that, Dale, we do not hunt it. It hunts us.
It hunts you. Oh, poor bastards. Poor bastards. Also, there is not enough plasma in my Dark Angels. Why?
Alright, so you up for more
More Eldar.
Yep.
The souls of the ancient ones call to us. Let us wake what remains of their home.
Okay, so this gives a very
Oh, you got one
Necron-y
more line.
vibe.
You got one more line.
Oh, okay.
Let us see what stirs.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Now it's out of the way. This looks extremely Necron-y.
So does this mean that this is a tomb world?
I mean, it's a possibility. This has interesting implications. Oh, yep. Go to the next page. It's
Yep.
Necrons. It is absolutely Necrons. Oh, Necro boys. My sweet, sweet Necro boys, how I have missed thee. He says, having the entire Necron half of the Indominus box still to paint.
Loser
but yeah.
says, yeah, they keep dumping factions in this one. Well, to be fair, they did it with Damnation Crusade as well, didn't they?
Yeah, but that was a bit more over the course of progression. You know, the comic itself was more progressive in terms of how the story progressed, I suppose. So it made sense for them to throw a bunch of factions in there.
It was over
This
a
one
much
on the other,
It was over a much longer period of time.
yeah. This one, however, is throwing all the factions into one thing, like this is a Dawn of War game. Well, except for 2 and 3, but hey, we don't talk about that. No,
No,
wait,
we
2
don't.
2 did have all the factions. 3 kinda. No, wait, 2 didn't have Necrons, which is sad to me.
We don't talk about 3. But,
Indeed.
You know, this does make me wonder, why would the Dark Eldar, though, want to wake up the Necrons?
No. That's not the Dark Eldar. Those are Eldar Harlequins.
Oh, my bad. Still, why would any Eldar want to wake up the Necrons?
Why would any Eldar want to manipulate orcs?
Yeah,
Why
good point.
would any Eldar want to manipulate humans? They have some. Okay, the thing you got to keep in mind is these are Eldar.
That's true.
You never
that's
know
true.
what the hell these dudes are doing. You don't know what they're planning. You don't know what their agenda is. So we, for now, don't know what the hell they're planning.
Alright, well, fair
Which is
enough.
mildly annoying.
Eldar's gonna Eldar, I guess. Oh well.
Yes. That's about right. Oh man.
Alright, well, it looks like we're going to... Well, you want to go to the next comic issue?
Yep.
Alright, so let's get to it.
Oh wow, there are a lot less people watching the stream than last time.
Don't worry about it.
We're sorry, okay? It's not our fault we can't have Asmagon on. What in? Oh, okay, never mind. There we go.
I mean, to be fair, Osmogon is
There.
quite the personality, so I can see people wanting to show up for him specifically.
Oh
Definitely.
yeah, absolutely.
We're going to try having him
It-
on,
it-
of course, with the...
Next Calgar.
Yes, the next Calgar.
I wonder if Asmagon would be interested in the Star Wars thing.
I might
don't
try to
think
talk
he
him
would.
into it. Because I do think how much of a Star Wars fan is he? I don't think he's anywhere near as big into Star Wars as...
I have
David.
no idea.
But yeah, from what I've already seen, I will say this. I've already said it to Xerius, and I'll say it here. I don't think that issue 1 of the Star Wars High Republic is as bad as Marnie's Calgar issue 1. It's still bad, and they still do some stupid things, though. I've already told Xerius here one of them.
Yeah, and it's really dumb.
They also decided to have an annoying comic relief character. One that they're completely self-aware about being annoying. So they basically pulled a Navi the Fairy on us.
Oh Jesus.
Alright, anyways. But back to...
It can't be worse than Jar Jar. It can't be worse than Jar Jar, can it?
It's worse than Jar Jar.
Oh Christ.
It's a B character.
You see,
As in a
based on
literal
that-
B.
based on that alone, I already don't want to freaking read that comic. Oh jeez. Okay, now I am glad that Asmogon isn't here, or might not be there for that comic, because based on that alone, I don't think he would enjoy the comic at all either. Oh man.
Yeah, there's also, of course, the main focus or the main protagonist in that comic is basically, I will say, at least she isn't another Rey Skywalker.
Rey is not a Skywalker. Take
Rey-
that back right now.
I take it back immediately.
Thank you. I would have broken your goddamn neck if you didn't.
Okay, so at least she isn't another Rey, not a Skywalker. Instead, they went the same route as they did with Anakin Skywalker, without any of the charm that Anakin had in the cartoon series.
Oh boy. So basically, an emotional, entitled twat.
Yes. Oh, one that also uses imaginary swear words. As in, they had to invent new swear words for her to use.
Oh my god.
And it's not even the cool kind, like in, say, for example, the old Thief games. I don't. Yeah. All right, so yeah, let's go ahead and get to this, though.
Blitzuka.
You know what? Nothing is more fun than swearing in another language. Especially Russian. Russian is fun to swear in. I don't know why, but it just is.
I mean, Japanese has some pretty fun swear words as well.
I haven't heard any Japanese swear words.
There's a few.
But anyway, let's go back to Warhammer.
All right. Aboard the Space Hulk Hyperion in the Pandora Sar ring.
I wonder if that is a chaplain speaking there.
We'll let you do that.
Also, the big reveal for the filter I'm using, it's titled Santa.
Okay.
But it somehow works for this chaplain. Oh, jeez.
What do you see, brother?
I see only vengeance. I see only the righteous death of the enemies of the Imperium.
Ooh, that is a very... Huh. Why is he splitting his legs so much?
I don't know. Maybe he's trying to see how low he can go.
How low can you go, Space Marine?
I will say this, though. He's guaranteed to not go as low as Marnius.
Oh, jeez. It just had to.
According to Marvel, Marnius went 6 feet under the ground.
I mean, you know. Yep.
Losers laughing at that. Glad to see I got a chuckle. Alright, so. I am the darkness. I am the light. I am the light. And the blood god hungers.
Whatever that's supposed to mean.
And we get
like, isn't that just really very contradictory? I am the darkness, I am the light. You can't be both. Unless you're Zinch. Which you are not. You are Cornate.
Well, what if he was Alfarius?
Oh god. That would explain the size. Oh no. Oh Christ.
Alright, so we're going back to your favorite character in this.
No! Okay, I went one page ahead. Yeah, it looks like that chick in the in the skin tight suit. Yeah, it looks like she has some weird ass boom weapon. We'll get to that in a moment.
All right.
Oh.
The skulls of them. The forest is teeming with life signs. It seems this was just an advance party. They knew we were coming.
Wow. Forest is teeming with life signs.
Okay, did I mess it up?
A forest. A forest is teeming with life signs. Wow! You don't say! It's a forest!
In other news,
Of course it's gonna be teeming with life signs. Oh my god! Like, yeah, there was fighting, but that doesn't mean there's not gonna be any monkeys or birds in the trees. You know?
I mean,
Genius.
look at all the butterflies there, and he's wondering where are all these life signs.
Yeah. What are these life signs? No, it can't possibly be all of these dragonflies. No, it must be more cultists. Oh, man.
The dragonflies all secretly worship Zinch.
Oh, no, that is... Oh, no. Also, very nice score as usual.
Agreed.
I think that is one of the best things this comic does, is the gore. It just looks freaking beautiful. Like, this guy's got half his freaking abdomen just exploded out. And half his skull is just on. That is nice. Very nice for Warhammer.
Dragonus Wolfart says, all animals worship chaos.
Oh no. Right, well, I guess I'm surrounded by chaos then, considering I live in South Africa. That's true though. Anyway, moving on. Then something granted them foreknowledge of our arrival. We must watch our step. The ways of the dark gods are insidious. Their minions walk among us.
Indeed. Alright, I think there's more for you.
That's it for that page.
Yeah, so next page.
Did you say your line?
I did say indeed, yeah.
Huh.
You might not have...
No, I didn't hear it.
Yeah.
I didn't hear it at all.
I can say it again real quick. Indeed. Right,
kind of suspicious, just with the way that image is lighted. Just mildly suspicious. Interesting. Very interesting. Moving on. Wow, this freaking mouse is tiny. Anyway. Much to be learned from their vile corpses.
There's very little left to learn from. But it seems they live a fairly primitive existence out here. This technology is ancient beyond reason.
They are the remnants of the civilization that existed here before the coming of the storm. The light of the Astronomicon has never touched these heathen worlds, but minds. And we know what devils walk in their midst, twisting their minds with vile imprecations.
Do you believe the Dark Angels are here?
I do, and we shall seek them out. Fitch, guide our way through this blighted forest. Lead me to the heart of the cultist's rancid nest.
If you insist.
Yeah, again, it's totally just cultists and not, nature.
We're walking into an ambush. There are guards here amongst the ruins.
No, Fitch. There were guards amongst the ruins. Wow, that is a very sinister looking face.
Well, welcome to the Inquisition.
Yep.
Here. This will suffice. From this vantage point, we might survey the enemy and make ready our approach.
I'm almost thinking that at the end of this comic, either the Inquisitor or Fitch is going to turn chaotic. Or both of them. I have a hunch that the Inquisitor is gonna chaotic at some point. Because, wow. The faces she pulls.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, then again, this is also the Inquisition, so... yeah.
Alright.
Alright, next page, let's go. And so, at last, the wretched truth is laid bare. Here, on Quintus, I shall bring about the downfall of these treacherous dark angels, and the universe will be cleansed of their heresy. Hey, look, a fallen.
Mm-hmm.
Or is it a fallen? Ow, my knee.
Oh, you're gonna like the next page.
Oh yeah, already saw it. Necron boys, yee. Ooh, death marks. Oh, I've been playing the hell out of the Mechanicus game recently, and I have come to hate and fear death marks a little too much.
They're
Some
the ones
annoying
with Overrun.
bastards.
They're the ones that can do Overwatch, right?
Yep.
Sounds about right.
The sniper dudes. Oh, that's fun.
Not a whole lot happening in the next page for word-wise, so...
Oh, that is a nice piece. Just a Necron tomb waking up.
Mm-hmm.
And all of these Necrons walking in perfect unison. I like that.
Same here. iLoser says, yeah, her expression changed hard from the start of the comic.
A little bit.
Agreed.
Oh, this... Okay. This is beautiful. Wow. Okay, so on the top half, you got the Eldar, the Harlequins. They are digging around and they are finding some soul stones. You know, nice, totally heartwarming things.
Mm-hmm.
Then the bottom half, you got Necrons. Geared up and ready for war.
And on that
Oh,
subject, I believe you're
beautiful.
up for some more Eldar voice for us.
No, it's Space Marines.
Oh, it is Space Marines? Okay.
Yep.
Initial scans indicate a massive power spike amongst the ruins, Captain.
What? I'm sorry, but this artwork is just freaking beautiful.
It
Holy
is.
crap. Okay. I still hate a lot of other things in the comic, but this just yes. I'm sorry, I'm gushing over this, but I love it. We should move on before I frickin' cream my pants.
All right.
Yeah, no, recently I have really come to start loving Necrons. What with having practically a Necron army myself. So this is extra nice to look at.
All right.
Anyway, next page, we got some Thunderhawks.
Mm-hmm.
That's a pretty nice shot.
Yep. So I have a comment. MN says, sorry to be off topic, but hey, Ace, I just saw your video on Star Wars Obi-Wan on CXPX Reloaded. Great video. Any idea on if it got it better? Can you make a tutorial video to help get it working? Well, okay, so the Star Wars Obi-Wan itself, the emulation has slightly improved, if I remember correctly. But it's still more or less where you saw it last. Anyway, so back to the comic. The remains of the Eldar craft world have been reactivated.
What's this talk about Star Wars Obi-Wan something or another?
Oh, so I did a video a while back with regards to Xbox emulation where I showed how the game runs on an emulator called CXPX Reloaded.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah, I do a lot of videos. Well, I do some videos, where I test out games on Xbox emulation and all that.
Okay. Interesting. Alright, back to the comic for real this time.
Alright, so I guess you'll be the captain.
Yep, as it should be. And the purpose of the Xenos patrol becomes clear. We must retake Quintus before they gain access to whatever it is they seek amongst these ruins.
Be mindful.
Frickin' mosquito.
Oh. Be mindful.
Yeah,
Captain. Oh, sorry.
It's summertime, which means rain, which means wet, and it's also warm, which means mosquitoes are coming out in absolute swarms. Which is very nice. I totally like that. I like being eaten alive by frickin' mosquitoes. Yes.
MN says, thanks, Ace. I hope you could do a tutorial to get it working one day. The process, well, to get CXPX Reloaded, all you have to really do is download it, extract it, and then just run the game's XBE file. Usually it's default.xbe, and you should be good to go. But anyway, so back to this. Be mindful, Captain. The Xenos may not be the only enemy looking on Quintus.
Indeed. Our priorities are clear. What news from Andros? 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 Leandros? Ree! I'm sorry, I read that, Andros, and I immediately thought of that one Ultramarine from that one Space Marine game.
Alright.
Ooh, Space Marine Scouts. Nice.
As of yet, Captain, there is no word.
Sergeant Andros, over here, sir.
What is it, Nephrim?
Something is stirring.
Eldar?
No, Sergeant. It's registering deep beneath our feet. It's Necrons, baby.
Engage. Hurr.
Ooh.
Go.
Captain! Captain! I am mildly disappointed.
Yep. Just a little.
I mean, you still got a death mark shooting a Space Marine scout in the face. That's still pretty nice, but I mean, we don't see the gas weaponry doing that much damage. It would be nice if we got just a little bit more detail in how the gas weapon works in these panels. But hey, we still get plenty of Necron stuff. Ooh, Chaplain.
MN says, my issue was got an ISO, wasn't sure how to get at the XBD or XBE. Looking at how to do that. Sorry to be off topic. That's the thing, and that's kind of the issue. Okay, so there's two emulators for Xbox. Zemu and CXPX Reloaded. Zemu, which just had a big update with audio support, does use ISO files. The problem is, if you're trying to get it online, first of all, I cannot say where to even get the games. But you basically have to look. You'd basically have to, if you're not trying to get it straight from the original Xbox, you'd have to get it from a place that already has it in the XBE format in the first place. To my knowledge, you can't really convert the ISO to XBE and vice versa. Alright, anyway, so the Prophet of Hashut says, do we have any updates on Arch? Well, I do know he's gotten into contact with YouTube and they're looking into it, but nothing.
That's
really...
about it. That's about all we know.
Yeah.
Right now, Arch hasn't said anything on the YouTube communications just yet, from what I've seen. Nothing on the server quite yet. So for now, yeah, we don't really know. But we do know that Team YouTube has gotten in contact with Arch. And, I mean, it happened much quicker than even I was expecting. Like, this is something I would have expected Team YouTube to look into freaking months later.
Mm-hmm.
But here they responded freaking instantly, which is an improvement, I suppose?
Yeah, I think, well, to be fair, part of it does come from the fact that so many people pretty much came out of the woodwork just to help him try to get his channel back. Of course, Kibbs was one of the first ones from the Bickering Bunch. Asmagon did a video on it. V did a video on it. I know I did a video on it. I even know that people like Count Dankula were trying to also give him help as well.
I was surprised to see that Major Kill even was trying to butt in. Well, not on Twitter, but on a YouTube community post. He mentioned good luck to Arch. I was somewhat surprised by that. Because after a little something Major Kill did a while ago, I lost all confidence in him as a human being entirely. But at the same time, he hasn't stated outright that he hates Arch. He kind of dislikes Arch. So it's surprising and not surprising at the same time.
Mm.
But so far out of the larger Warhammer YouTube community, Major Kill has, so far from what I'm seeing, been the only one that has noticed this.
I know that...
Well, noticed this and said something about it.
I know there have been some people from the Warhammer side of things. Leaky Cheese, for example, commented on it, but Leaky Cheese
I
being
can't, I
Leaky
can't,
Cheese.
I can't see his stuff at all because he has me blocked everywhere. So
Well,
I
I was able to
can't
see
see.
it. Leaky Cheese not only thinks Arch is likely lying, or is possibly lying. He's
Of
basically
course, you would say that. Of
he's
course,
also
you would
doing
say
the
that.
he's also doing the whole you shouldn't have made such spicy jokes.
Oh my god, that is the exact same. Well, that is very similar to what Webb said when Games Workshop was going after Arch for having Warhammer in his title, channel name. Well, maybe if he wasn't being such a bigot. Oh, shut up. Fucking dumbasses.
Agreed. And these are the same people that. And the punchline is, of course, it's the Warhammer community that. Well, you remember the comparison they made with regards to the Skaven, right?
Yep. They're all Jews. Because, right. Sure.
But, that actually brings up an interesting question. If they think that the Skaven are basically Jews, doesn't that mean you could flip it around and say that the Warhammer community basically believes that the Jews are all Skaven?
And the same with orcs and black people.
Really gets the noggin jogging about how these people actually view the world.
Yep. Oh yeah, and I also saw that sick Marxism made a meme of Arch's channel getting deleted.
Oh yeah, I saw that too.
And it was funny in the way that you wouldn't expect it to be funny, because it's sick Marxism.
Basically, it's so stupid and farcical that it kind of gets a chuckle out of that.
Yep, pretty much.
Prophet of Hashut says Warhammer is a bunch of racists.
Yes, they are.
They are the ones saying that Jews are all Skaven, so...
And orcs are all black people. Or the other way around.
Which is ironic when they now are saying, after DC, that Trump supporters are all orcs.
Ryan White. Okay, so just to update you. Last we have heard, Arch is in contact with Team YouTube. We don't know any much other than that.
Let me check, see if I can have a quick look at his channel just to be safe.
Red Soldier. And who are the Necrons, though? Mate, are you telling me you don't know what Necrons are? I am disappointed in you, sir. How dare you not know what Necrons are? You should be embarrassed. Embarrassed, I say.
The question is, do we answer this with the old lore or the new lore on the Necrons?
New lore?
All right.
What? No, that was a question as in there's new lore?
Well, wasn't the old lore that they were trying to bring about the end of the universe or something like that?
Well, yeah, that was their first main iteration.
And then it got changed to they're a bunch of space Egyptians, basically.
Yeah. Okay, so new lore as in what they eventually became. Nothing from like last year or anything.
No, not last year.
Okay. Alright, just needed to get that cleared up. Personally, I like the whole space undead robot Egyptian thing.
Wait.
But-
They're
but I
asking.
mean-
He's asking about the connection to Warhammer. Like, what are the Necrons as far as the Warhammer community is concerned?
That is a good question.
That is a good question.
I don't know. I mean, I personally can't come up with any connections of Necrons to any real world. No, wait. China. No, wait, that's the Tau. Oh, damn it.
I thought the Tau would be more Japan, but
They're general Asian stuff. They're weird. I get a Japan, China, and Korean vibe from them. But I mean, they're Tau. No one cares about them.
I know there's another faction in Warhammer Fantasy that the Warhammer community have it out for. And that would be the Chaos Dwarves.
Oh, that! What the hell was that?
Oh, you want to know why they have it out for them?
Oh, please tell me.
Basically for the same reason they have it out for the Skaven. Except, more specifically, they're complaining about 4th edition, about the...
Fourth edition.
4th edition, specifically having the models having a specific beard and nose designs. And that was apparently enough to set them off.
I'm sorry, what?
No, really.
You're serious. This is serious.
This is from the same thread that brought it to Skaven.
Oh my god.
If all it takes is facial hair and a nose to make you think that, then maybe, just maybe, you're the one with the problem.
Oh shit. Oh my god. Oh Jesus. You got a super chat, by the way.
I know. Strawman says, for $2 Australian, Japanese, duh, they're space robots. I'm guessing they're talking about the Necrons.
Oh my god. Oh. Well, if there's one thing Warhammer is useful for, it's a good laugh.
Except for when they actually try to post humor. That's the thing.
Yes.
Warhammer is hilarious when they're trying to post serious stuff to talk about their ideology. But when they try to post actual humor, it comes off as pure cringe. I mean, their serious stuff comes off as pure cringe too, but it's at least cringe we can laugh at.
Oh my god.
In fact, they just had a post the other day, I think, where someone was saying, why can't we just stop comparing the factions in Warhammer 40k to real-life groups of people and just enjoy the game? And that got downvoted by the Warhammer community all to hell.
Oh my god. What a bunch of dumbasses. Okay, anyway,
Yeah, sorry.
I think we've been on this tangent a little too long.
Alright, so you're voicing the chaplain.
Yep, good old chappy chap. Let me just see if I cannot make that window smaller. That is fun. Thank you.
Time continues to fluctuate. It is difficult to discern the sequence of events.
I fear there is a grave battle to come. Before this is over, I have seen something of it.
Then we shall face it with honor and smite our enemies in the name of the Emperor.
Interrogator Chaplain.
He has been here, the one we seek.
But these are Legion relics. Dark Angels relics. Does this traitor work to appropriate our heritage, to claim our most prized relics as his foul trophies?
No, Baltus. It is time you learn the truth. And time our purpose here in the Califrax cluster was fully disclosed to you. During the dark days of the heresy, a great rift was rent between our brothers. Those who had long fought side by side now turned upon one another, and Legion clashed with Legion in brutal war. Where most legions stood united in their advocacy, there were those amongst our own forebears who sought the counsel of the War Master. Fallen souls who turned from the Emperor's light and were found wanting. Such has been our burden. The concealed, gnawing guilt at the very heart of our chapter. For 10 millennia, we have hunted our traitorous kin to seek repentance and to eradicate all trace of their treachery from existence. Only then can we prove our unwavering loyalty to the Emperor's cause, to free ourselves of this indelible stain upon our souls. The traitor you saw on Xerius, he is one such fallen. He must be found, and he must be executed.
All right, so next page.
I loser. Okay, this became more enjoyable. Gonna get me a drink. To be honest, that felt better to say with the freaking voice changer. Because I'm not trying to pull a voice. It's the voice changer doing everything for me, and it feels much more natural.
It might have, to be honest, he might have actually said that when we were talking about the whole Warhammer Sigmarxism stuff.
Ah. Okay.
But anyways, I do agree the voice changer on you is pretty good. I like it.
Also, there's this full page artwork of all these separate scenes. Damn. Like this is something this comic is doing well. Is the visuals? They look pretty damn good. What the hell? Okay, I'm just quickly going to switch my earphones because my current earphones is missing a bud, which is making it very tricky for me to hear properly.
Loser does say love the voice too.
So just give me a second to quickly swap these out. Can you hear? Oh, whoa. Okay, these earphones don't work at all. Okay, give me a moment. I'm gonna go get my proper headphones. I'll be right back.
Oh, so you... Alright. Well, it looks like I'll be... I hope everyone's enjoying the live stream so far. Red Soldier says, yeah, the artwork looks lit as fuck, but they could have went down a bit more on the comic aesthetic. Reminds me of Marvel. Speaking of Marvel, how would you guys like a bit of a sneak peek at what we're going to have to be reading at some point, I think? Alright, so I put the link in.
Okay, these... Whoa! Holy crap, you're loud.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Putting that volume down real quick. Okay. I think this laptop's volume is too loud. Holy crap, I can actually hear things.
Alright. Well, to be fair, I'm a loud person anyways, usually.
Alright, try saying something.
Something.
There we go, that is much better.
So, I actually sent them a little bit of a sneak peek. I'll show you, I guess we can see it as soon as we're done with the comic here.
Sneak peek of what?
Of the High Republic.
Ah.
Which is made by Marvel.
Oh, it's made by Marvel.
Yes.
Oh boy. Okay.
There's actually a second comic series coming out in February as well, too. So it's not just one comic book series, it's 2, plus 3 books.
For Star Wars.
Yes. And they're expecting you to read them all to actually figure out what's going on in the story.
Yeah, well, then again, Disney also announced 10 other online viewy series, whatever. So, yeah, I'm not completely surprised.
Alright, well, anyways, let's go ahead and go to the next page of this.
Captain! We're under attack! Necrons have... Deathwing Terminators? Oh, hello, beauties. Hello, beautifuls.
You get to repeat the line a second time, apparently.
Necrons have a...
Goliath?
Oi, that's me.
Yeah.
Bugger off. Red Soldier says, ah yes, a black woman and a lizard man. Now I want to put on a tinfoil hat. Well, you know, usually when someone says a black woman and a lizard man, I usually smile in a different way. However, this is Star Wars, so I shall be flattered for now. Anyway, my fetishes aside, moving on.
Alright. I guess it's your voice.
Yep. Goliath?
Confirmed, Captain. The reactivation of the craft world must have stirred a long-buried nest.
Larathiel, options. Tell me how we're going to obliterate these things while they're still crawling out of their stasis chambers.
We do not have the necessary ordnance for an orbital bombardment, Captain.
That is a very nice looking tech marine.
Mm-hmm.
However, his axe doesn't have a cog design on it. It's just a standard axe shape. I am mildly disappointed.
Yep. Yeah, I can see that. But the craft world is once again operational.
You mean to suggest we make use of the Xenos weapons?
No, Captain. I suggest that if we overload what remains of its engines and blow it, it'll crack the planet open like an egg. Nothing will survive.
What? Goliath, make ready to execute. Evacuate.
Captain! Incoming!
Woo! Eldar Harlequins versus Space Marines. Well, they're not fighting Custodes, so this should be a challenge.
Charge!
Oh, wow, that is a nice piece indeed.
I agree.
Although the Terminator looks a bit big, but that could just be angles being weird.
Maybe.
But still a nice piece. Oh yes, and look at that Terminator. Look at the arms and where the head is. They proportioned him correctly. Thank you for this.
I agreed on that. So, you up for that little sneak peek? If you want to see if everyone else here wants to have a look.
Yeah. Let's see.
I'll go ahead
Yep,
and
let's open it up.
you just get onto YouTube. YouTube. There we go. All right, now I'll be able to actually look at it. Just had to go through a few hoops.
In 1970.
So yes, this is going to be Disney's big thing to try to put Marvel to try to combine Marvel and Star Wars. What do you think from what you're seeing? You on the first? What page are you on?
Sorry, I have a World of Tanks ad in my way. Now I can see again. I'm just briefly skimming through some of these pages. Wow, this looks ugly.
I agree.
Like, this looks genuinely hideous. But then again, it's modern Marvel. They've forgotten how to draw. Also, this little flying fairy thing, I hate its design so much.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that's the comic relief.
Yes, it is.
I hate it even more. Right, well, I'm closing that. I do not want to see any more of it.
All right. Well, anyways, I think we are at a good stopping point, so I'm going to go ahead and call it. But
Yep, I would agree.
We can look at this, say, next week. Yes.
Ooh, I just saw in the stream some bit of a
Yeah, I saw it too.
yeah. Hopefully YouTube doesn't notice that. Hopefully.
Thank you, ads.
I mean,
anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and call it though. So yeah, this has been Ace.
Yep. This has been Xerius from the Tactics Pod.
And we will see you all again next week. Have a good one.
Hopefully next week. Yes.